Welcome back to Instagram for Bosses. I'm your host, Andrea Marie. I'm here to teach you practical tips and strategies for leveraging Instagram so you can position yourself as an expert, get more leads, and land more clients and customers. Today, I'm going to share with you how to sell on Instagram stories. So if you're ready to start turning your followers into dollars, then stay tuned. Before we start, I wanted to remind you to follow me over on Instagram. You can find me by searching at Andrea Marie Creative. I share lots of free tips and trainings over there, and we always have a lot of fun. Now let's get back to today's episode. Did you know that over 500 million people use Instagram stories every day? That is mind-blowing. And it just proves that Instagram stories are where people's attention is at. Even when looking at how I use the platform, I always watch stories first, and then after that, I'll head over to my Reels tab and end up in a scroll hole over there. If you can relate to this too, drop me a comment down below and let me know so that I am not feeling so alone. The point is that stories are a valuable place to capture your followers' attention, engage them, and ultimately sell to them. So how can you use Instagram stories to sell your product or service without feeling icky or sleazy? Here are my top 6 strategies. Be sure to stick around until the end of the episode because number 6 is my favorite. The first strategy for selling on Instagram stories is to showcase your product or service in action. Give your audience a taste of what it's like to experience your product or service. I used to do this regularly when freelancing as a makeup artist. I would share videos to my story of me applying makeup on a client and give people a glimpse behind the scenes of what it was like to book me as an artist. It was a great way for me to show off my skill and the transformation I provided without having to feel icky or salesy. I'd then go ahead and add a call to action for how people could book an appointment with me, and bam, new clients straight to my DMs. If you sell products rather than a service, you could implement this strategy by sharing a tutorial showing how to use your product, followed by a CTA explaining how people can buy it. The next strategy for selling on Instagram stories is to tease an upcoming product or service launch. Sharing the behind the scenes of you working on a new product or service launch is a great way to get people warmed up to and excited about your new offer. The idea here is to get your followers engaged with what you're working on. You can add stickers like the question, poll, or quiz sticker to your story to encourage people to guess what you're releasing or give you their opinion. You can even get them involved by asking them to help you name your new offer or choose a promotional image. Think outside the box and get creative with this one. The more you can encourage your audience to engage and get involved with the creation process, the more invested and likely they'll be to go ahead and buy your offer when it's released. The next strategy for selling on Instagram stories is to share customer testimonials and reviews. Social proof is incredibly powerful for boosting sales, and this is because people are more likely to trust a business that has positive feedback and proven results. Social proof acts as an endorsement for your business and shows your followers that you are trustworthy and deliver the results you claim to. So if you're not already doing this, make sure you are prioritizing collecting testimonials and reviews from your happy clients and customers and share these regularly on your Instagram stories. The next strategy for selling on Instagram stories is one of my favorites, and that is to overcome objections by answering frequently asked questions. The questions you get asked most are often related to people's concerns and objections about purchasing from you. For example, for my digital courses and products, a common question I get asked is, what if I'm a beginner? Or what if I'm not tech savvy? Will I still be able to implement what you teach? Answering a question like this on my Instagram story will help to overcome this common objection and minimize my audience's resistance to purchasing my offer. Another common question that arises is usually around budgets and affordability. Answering this one on my Instagram story by sharing that I offer convenient and easy payment plans again helps to minimize this resistance and gently encourages people to purchase my offer. So think about the most common objections people have about your product or service and create Instagram stories resolving these. Before I move on to the next strategy, I want to tell you about a new resource I have called the Ultimate Instagram Content Blueprint. This resource will help you save so much time by planning and organizing all of your Instagram content in one place. Included in the blueprint is 60 days of content ideas for your reels, feed posts, stories, or lives, so you can kick writer's block to the curb. You'll also get a fully editable Instagram content calendar with space to write out your monthly goals and captions so you can easily plan out your content in advance and save loads of time in the long run. And finally, you'll receive my Instagram grid planner so you can plan your feed ahead of time and finally have an on-brand aesthetic that captures the attention of your dream clients and customers. You can snag the Ultimate Instagram Content Blueprint for just $7. I'll leave it linked in the description if you're interested in checking it out. The next strategy for selling on Instagram stories is to use FOMO, or fear of missing out. Never underestimate the power of FOMO, or in other words, scarcity. Throw back to my uni days and it's Economics 101. The basic principle behind scarcity or FOMO is supply and demand. That is, the harder or more rare or difficult it is to obtain a product or service, the more valuable it is perceived. So how can you use this principle to sell on Instagram? For me, I love to use things like the countdown sticker to let my followers know that I'm running a sale that is limited and that if they don't take action within a certain time frame, they'll miss out on this great offer. If you have a limited number of products that you sell, then you can simply explain this on your Instagram story. Maybe you're a coach and you only have the capacity to work with 5 people at a time. Hop on your Instagram stories and let your followers know each time a new spot is taken. This will invoke their FOMO response and encourage them to take action. I do want to note here that it is important to be ethical when using scarcity marketing. Please don't create false deadlines and product limits for the sake of getting a sale. It's sleazy, and if you get found out, you're going to lose all of your credibility and trust, and it's just not worth it. So please don't do this. Use this strategy, but use it ethically. Moving on to the final strategy for selling on Instagram stories. This one is my favorite and, in my opinion, one of the most powerful, and that is to share a personal or client story. This might be your own personal story or a story or case study of a past client or customer of your business. The idea here is to share the story, explain the problem or pain point, and then go on to describe how this was resolved and ideal results achieved after using your product or service. For example, in my business, I've told stories about working with one-on-one clients to overcome their limiting beliefs around showing up on Instagram. They came to me with a lack of know-how and confidence to show their face on Instagram, and by the time they finished working with me through the implementation of powerful NLP mindset sessions paired with practical strategies, they were killing it on Reels, creating scroll-stopping content and exploding their reach and getting more clients and sales. Now, if you're newer to business and don't yet have many customer or client success stories, please don't feel disheartened. We all start somewhere, and if this is the case for you, I recommend sharing your own success story. All you need to do is tell a story that showcases the transformation your product or service provides, and as always, follow up with a call to action explaining how people can take next steps to buy from you. So that's all I have for you for today's episode. If you try out any of these strategies, please let me know how they work for you. If you found value in today's episode and are looking for more tailored help with your Instagram marketing, please feel free to reach out to me via Instagram DM or by clicking the link in the description down below. Thanks for joining me today. If you're enjoying the show, I would love and appreciate it if you subscribed and left me a rating and review. It would mean a lot if you shared it on your Instagram story, because sharing episodes is the best way for the show to grow, reach more people, and impact more lives. If you do share the episode, be sure to tag me at Andrea Marie Creative, because I love to reshare your stories and chat with you in the DMs. I hope you have a great day and week, and I'll speak to you soon.